Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Jimmy Dore Show. And I don't know if you know who Indivisible is. Indivisible is a BS progressive group. They're not progressive, right? So they're just your corporate Democrats who are standing up to Trump. They're resisting Trump, but they're not resisting neoliberalism. They're not resisting corporatism. They're not standing up for progressive values or for workers. They're just resisting Trump, and they call themselves Indivisible. And they're very pro-corporate. So just so you know, that from my experience.
I think they're concerned about progressive issues, and as soon as a Democrat gets back in the White House, I look forward to the weekly brunches.
Right.
So this is an article by a guy named Alex Maher, and he says the countdown to 2020 begins with dedication to Heather Heyer. Indivisible's march to honor Heather Heyer resist Trump agenda. So when I saw that, I just thought it was a little bit disgusting because I know Indivisible, they're like pro-corporate Democrats. They're very much, especially the Indivisible in one of the Indivisibles in Florida I saw sponsored. They brought in Debbie Wasserman Schultz to come give a speech to them. That's who they are. Right? So that's who, to me, that's what Indivisible is, right? Is it to you?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I wasn't serious about the brunches.
Okay. So, to me, I saw this and I was like, God damn you, corporate Democrats! How despicable that you're gonna use a progressive woman who was murdered to prop it. She was a Bernie supporter. Heather Heyer is a Bernie supporter. She's way far left of the. Well, here, the guy who wrote that article, he tweeted this out. He says, I'll be there for Hillary, for Heather. Will you?
Ugh.
No.
Pretty disgusting. I'll be there for English, for William Wallace. Will you? We shouldn't be mad at him because while his tweet is short-sighted and disrespectful and ignorant, and it takes the tragic death of a progressive and it tries to use it in propping up a corporatist warmonger. While we should be mad at him because his tweet is short-sighted, disrespectful, and ignorant, he was wearing a pink scarf when he wrote it.
That changes everything.
That shows you he's on your side. So I guess if he's part of the resistance, I guess what he's resisting is tact. Because that's what it seems like. Am I right?
Yeah. I mean, that's honestly, if a few segments would have been taken out, I'd be okay with them doing that. If it just said Indivisible march to honor Heather Heyer,
yeah,
Yes.
I'd be okay with that.
Mhm.
I'd be like, that's cool of you guys. That's really cool. I'll be there for Heather. Will you? I'd be okay with that. But they had to make it about their specific
somehow
agenda.
if they had to co-opt Heather and to twist it into somehow propping up Hillary Clinton.
Mm-hmm.
And that's kind of disgusting, don't you think?
Yeah, that's extremely disgusting.
If Hillary was Daria's younger sister?
Yeah. If Hillary Clinton was Quinn Morgendorffer, this Alex Guy and Peter Dow would be like the dudes that followed her around aimlessly in school all day.
I don't watch that show, so I don't get it, but I bet it's good.
There's some Daria fans in our crowd.
So here's Ron went right after this guy online. Ron said to him, how about not displaying the same blind hubris as the former candidate you love so much and admit that this was not well thought out on your part?
I'm not counting on an apology. That's not their style.
I checked. He did not respond.
He did not respond. Yeah,
No,
as of the recording of this.
So another writer for the show responded to this tweet also, Jim Earl. Jim Earl says, how about you just stay home with Hillary, you dumb fuck?
I like Jim's better.
How about you just stay home with Hillary because she's staying home. She ain't going to go to that rally. There you go. What is it about, Hillary Clinton is the candidate you vote for the same way you go to Denny's because that's all the options that are left. You're not enthused. We're going to Denny's. No one's enthused. These people are like, oh, Hillary was the great. Who the F thinks she was the greatest? Besides some freaking unhinged people on Twitter. She was the greatest? The way she championed the Iraq war and Libyan war and deregulating the banks and gutting welfare and NAFTA and the TPP and fracking. What? You know what I'm saying?
No, I actually think the Denny's analogy is actually brilliant. It's like, well, it's 4 a.m, nothing else is open, and I'm not ready to drive yet. I either eat this shit or I get a DUI.
Right.
Basically,
Yeah.
well, I either do this or we get. I mean, that's pretty
Right.
much. It was the same.
But
Your
the-
arm's being twisted.
But these people acting like she was she was some inspiring candidate, like she was JFK or FDR or Reagan or something. She was nothing. She's repulsive to most people. She was so repulsive she lost to Donald Trump.
And every time I see anything that has to do with Hillary Clinton and anti-Trump, all I can picture is Melania and Donald and Bill Clinton and Hillary Clinton
All
together at the
smiling.
wedding,
All smiling at the wedding.
right? So
Yes.
she had no problem attending that wedding.
No problem. I guess she was a deplorable before she decided to run for president. So apparently Hillary and Bill were deplorables because they like to hang out with the Trumps. Huh.
Well, and the best part is I looked at some of the comment threads on this guy's tweets because most people are saying this was really out of line.
Really
dude.
out of-
like,
but
this
he-
was not cool. And he's no signs of being like, I didn't think this through.
Right.
My heart's in the right place. My head
No.
was not. No signs of
No.
that whatsoever.
He just-
and his defense of himself, and he's like, well, they're both women that inspired me.
inspired
So
me.
that's they inspired me, and they're both women. So it's like, okay, so not only are you making this girl's death about Hillary, but you're making it about
you now.
And they happen to both be women. So tell me again how the progressives need to get over identity politics. Tell me about that again. Give me that bedtime story again.
Who is inspired by Hillary Clinton?
You're a woman. You're supposed to be, Steph.
I actually am inspired by Nina Turner.
Oh.
That is who inspires me.
Tulsi Gabbard, maybe?
Yes.
Okay, me too. Okay, Jill Stein, sure. A lot of women inspire me. Corporatist warmongers, not so much.